If you or anybody that you know would like to support this platform, by all means, you can clearly click the links in the video description below to do that. And again, much love, respect, and appreciation.
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
And this video has been brought to you by Racism. Racism is accepted wherever true Americans are.
Perfect. Oh, Lord have mercy. Another.
A very big fan of the black people.
White people.
Nah, yo, she's back from 6 donuts, man.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
So you were able to see the video. Let's look at some of the comments. One person up top on the left said, instead of someone coming to give her a hug or make her feel comfortable some way, they start recording just to have some likes and views. I think we should all understand it's not okay posting this on SM, but first, help them instead. Another person beneath her stated, maybe if they weren't all picking on her, it would be different, but nobody did anything but pick on her and got her all going. I mean, I'm getting tired of that word anyways. It's not like you're being held down back in the days. The word means black in Spanish. Now grow up. You ain't picking cotton. It's time to move forward. Another person stated, she clearly is intoxicated, and yes, I'm black, but I would have helped her get off the streets with some water. Got in her phone and called someone to help her and figure out what's next. Glad she was recorded, but could have gotten more help. She's intoxicated. Another person, all we see is half of the story, much like most videos on social media. Yes, she is way out of line here, but what got this girl to this point to behave this way? Lastly, so you all decided to stand around and record instead of calling the ambulance. Clearly, she needs help. Y'all make me sick. So this happened at from what I can see, a black donut establishment called the Six Donuts, right? And it's in Portland. And in the video, you were able to see, or should have been able to see, um, two black guys that were there. They were trying to hurry up and shut and close the door during the time in which they were filming the outburst and the racist rant directly from this woman. And also, if you look directly at this image, just a week ago or whatnot, you saw the exact same woman to the left acting out in public to the right. And, this is when it clear cut shows how it is that racism is. A lot of people like to say that this doesn't exist, that people like this aren't there, that this isn't America, that this isn't indicative of a group or whatever it is. But it only seems to be one group that will continuously have these types of outbursts. I can't list you other groups that continuously are at black businesses or they're out in public. They decide to call the police. They want to follow people around. They want to trail them in a car. They want to record them while they're walking the dog or whatever. And they want to have these outbursts and they want to use these words, right? And then they come back and they body block for their own, right? What did some of the comments that you saw? They were sitting up here saying, "Oh well, I'm wondering what specifically, set this lady off. What led her to, wanting to say these things. There's more to the story." Another person was saying, "Oh, this is only half of the video. We need to see everything directly from the beginning, aka, what did the people there do in order to set her up so that they can record and start making videos and trying to go viral and all." Like they're trying to paint it as some type of conspiracy, as if to state the only reason that a person of her complexion would decide to be racist, use slurs, and have these outbursts has to do with a reaction due to the fact of the action of the black people around her, aka giving her an excuse and trying to absolve her of everything that is transpiring, because they want to save her job, they want to save her home, they want to save her money, they want to make sure that she doesn't have to sit up there and face or go through any backlash, and they're going to try to rewrite the narrative, rewrite the story, and position her as the true victim, while everybody else is the criminal that is around her, right? Then you got another person saying, oh, she needs a hug and all this other type of stuff. Go get her some help. She needs to be in a hospital. Another person painting her as a victim, stating that, oh yeah, you guys, all you guys are doing is just picking on her, picking on her, picking on her. And this is the reason why she's sitting up there acting the way that it is. And then the classic response, again, was that, oh, I'm tired of the word anyway, but let's not act like you guys are being held down and all this other type of stuff. Basically, get over the word. It doesn't mean anything. We're all human beings. She didn't do anything wrong. If she did, it's because you guys caused it. Again, every single comment that I showed was in defense directly for her and blaming everybody else there as if they were trying to help her. Now, note, the funniest thing is they're getting directly off, they're getting directly on the black guys that were filming, the people that were working on the business. But yet they're not talking about any of the Caucasian men that were there that saw what was going on. It was like, you got this. We ain't sitting up there. All of them literally walked past her. They ignored her. They were not trying to sit up there and help her at all. Now, again, this was the same woman that decided that she wanted to try to hit quite a few people. One dude didn't even pay like any attention. I don't know what he was on, but she came up and hit him in the back. He didn't even flinch, even look back. And then after, I guess he heard her flip-flops or her feet, he then sat up there and moved a couple of feet forward. And then she then went to try to attack another woman who was black for no reason. And then she tried to attack another dude who was black riding a bike, and he was running directly away from her, and she was actively chasing. Then she decided that she wanted to go and try to attack another black man. Like I said, this is a persistent thing. This is something that is happening. But yet, even when you have evidence, guess who is still innocent? Even when you got video and you got audio, guess who is still innocent? And then who still has to prove their innocence, even though they've already been convicted before they've gone to trial? So this is the social media profile, right? And that's as it stands at this moment in time. And clearly it's still up, and a lot of her social media hasn't been canceled yet due to the fact of her phone was broken. You were able to see that in the video that she decided to throw her phone, and then she wanted to look around and ask people, where's her phone? Where's my phone? Right? Acting like somebody took the phone directly from her, when in the video, she was the one that threw the phone on the steps. You saw it cracked, you saw it broken. Right? So now her only access to social media, her social media is pretty much still open at this moment in time, and it's receiving a lot of stuff directly upon it because everybody was able to witness and see the actions that took place, right? And pretty much all her social media is just her posting pictures of herself on boats. That's what a lot of the videos up top pretty much are. Her in, clothing and all of this, other type of stuff. Like I said, it's as privileged as one can be. That's pretty much all it is. At the end of the day, and like I said, this is why stuff like this is so dangerous. This is why I put these videos directly up here, because it would be women like her that will decide to get into some type of mental whatever, and they'll decide to act out and go after people that you can visibly see in a video, and then turn around and want to go to the police, but oh my god, people attacked me, they stole and broke my phone and yada yada. And then she'll find the phone, it'll be broken, and the police will be like, oh my, I can't believe this. Like, yeah, we really have to sit up there and do a report. Like, she has evidence, she has proof of at least something that she's saying, so the rest of it has to be true. The rest of it has to be true, right? Because again, you've had women like her that have showed up to police stations and just told straight bold-faced lies, didn't have no proof to nothing, and the police just believed them. They got an artist to sit up there and sketch out a random black person. They sat up there and put out, whatever post they need to put out on social media or on the news and all this other type of stuff, and a search began. So, like I said before, when I say that this stuff is persistent and consistent, it still happens at this moment in time, still to this day, it still does. And there's tons of proof online for people to actually see. The problem with that is a lot of people just don't want to actually be honest and note that, yeah, this is an actual problem. This is a actual thing that is going on, because they want to throw this facade as to try to say that, oh yeah, America is not this racist country that people are trying to just paint it to be, because they're acting like people are just now trying to say this about America. People have been saying this about America for decades, before I was even in existence, back during my grandmother's days, back during her parents' days. But like I said before, the people in America at this moment in time, the people who have power, are trying to really shift the narrative and make it seem like America is really different from every other country out here, when it's not. Every country out here has their problems. The only difference is that those other countries are open about their problems. They're not trying to actively hide or anything like that. Like I said, the main people who got the most and the greatest things to hide and to try the most to sit up there and do it, they're doing the utmost evil. And that is the United States at this moment in time. They're doing the utmost evil when you sit up there and look at a lot of the wars and a lot of the things that they have persistently and consistently been doing when it comes to other countries, when it comes to coups, when it comes to the unclassified documents, when it comes to the lying that you can actually see these people doing on C-SPAN and on many other government media outlets, including on the news at times in front of the media. It should be completely black and white. You should know exactly what it is. But even still, with all of that proof, people will still deny the obvious. People will still deny the light. And it's crazy. It's 1000% crazy. People wonder why it is that in this country things don't get fixed. People wonder why it is in this country that things don't progress further into something else. This is why. This is clear cut why.